Today we're going to take a look at translations. How do you perform a translation? We're going to take a look at the vocabulary you would need to know. We're going to perform a translation on a coordinate plane. And lastly, you're going to apply the translation rule for graphing. What vocabulary do I need to know? What is translation? This is the congruence transformation in which all points slide a given distance in a certain direction. We already spoke about corresponding sides and corresponding angles. Pre-image and image. We noted that the pre-image is the original figure before any transformation, and the image is what happens after all the transformations. Important information. When translating a figure, the distance between your pre-image points and the corresponding image must be the same distance apart. Let's take a look at how do I perform a translation on a coordinate plane. Example 1. Translate triangle ABC, right 5 units and down 3 units. So the first thing we would want to do is label our points. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to take each point on the pre-image and move it 5 units right and 3 units down. So let's go ahead and do that. So each point is being moved 5 to the right, 3 down, 5 to the right and 3 down, 5 to the right and 3 down. After we moved all of our points, we are going to draw the image point, and we're going to label them A prime, B prime, and C prime. Hope that makes sense. Now we're going to translate the triangle ABC using the coordinate rule. So the rule says x plus 5 and y minus 3. So let's go ahead and label those points. So A is negative 5, 5, B is negative 5, 2, and C is negative 1, 2. So let's go ahead and write the coordinates of each vertex in the pre-image we just listed earlier. Next, we are going to add 5 to all of our x values and subtract 3 from all of our y values. So when we do the subtraction, negative 5, 5, that will give us 0, 2. Negative 5, 2 will give us 0, negative 1. Negative 1, 2 will give us 4, negative 1. Hope that makes sense. Next, we are going to graph the prime coordinates above to create our image. So the first point, A prime, 0, 2, B prime, 0, negative 1, and C prime, 4, negative 1. Now we're going to sketch our triangle. Hope that makes sense. Lastly, we are going to graph the coordinate rule for translations. The coordinate rule states that the x coordinate plus or minus a number and the y coordinate plus or minus a number. That is our rule that we're going to apply. Let's write the rule in words. When adding a number to the x coordinate, we're going to move to the right. When subtracting a number from the x coordinate, we're going to move to the left. When adding a number to the y coordinate, we're going to move up. When subtracting a number from the y coordinate, we're going to move down. Let's apply that rule. We have x minus 4 and y plus 2. We're going to apply that rule to our x and y coordinate, 4 and 6. So we're going to substitute in our 4 for our x coordinate, which will give us 4 minus 4, which will give us 0. And then we're going to substitute in our 6 for our y coordinate, which will give us 6 plus 2. 6 plus 2 will give us 8. Hope that makes sense. Now it's your turn. Pause the video and give it a try. Let's see what you got. We are going to apply our negative 3 to our x coordinate, which will give us negative 3 minus 5. Signs are the same. I add and keep my sign. Next, we're going to substitute in our 4 for our y value, which will give us 4 minus 2 is 2. Hope you got that. Remember, you can always pause, rewind, rewatch as many times as you like.